So we're here at a scene. So supposedly a lady was shot twice. Um, so quite a big response. So you got, let's see, so you have the sheriff's department from West Hollywood here. You also have LAPD here, and you also have Beverly Hills police here. And we're at the corner of La Brea and Santa Monica, and you're wondering, like, why the fuck would Beverly Hills police be here? And that's because they have an agreement in place that whenever they need help, they draw upon those resources from the surrounding areas. But anyway, they landed a motherfucking helicopter in the middle of the street, and the SWAT team came off. Apparently, the suspect is barricaded. I think it was like a month or two ago, right here on this street, there was a guy who supposedly was on his balcony with a gun. So I wonder if it's related in any way. What's going on, Raging Cajun? So anyway, I haven't done any of these lives in a long time. So I figured, what the fuck, I'll do it now. I'm chilling, man. But anyway, I'm gonna walk over here with it. I'm gonna see what the reporters are talking about. Let me tell you something. Police scene reporters are absolutely the most annoying motherfuckers on earth, right? So first thing is they never ask good questions. What they're asking questions where just for a 15-second soundbite during their newscast. So they're quite annoying, all of them. So generally, when I see them around, I try to take over some of the questioning because all these motherfuckers suck. They're hot garbage, especially at like a police shooting in the hood. It's generally nothing but all white guys who are pretty conservative, bootlicking for the cops. They're bringing more shit in here. Anyway, I got here earlier. Yeah, she's another anchor woman. She's annoying too. So if you see down there, the fucking helicopter landed in the street. And when the helicopter landed, I was right underneath it. And I was really kind of annoyed because I was wearing a white sweatshirt. And the wind almost knocked my ass over. I'm 240 pounds. It's not easy to knock me over. And I had so much dirt all over it. So, I mean, it is what it is. So now they have, I'll be honest with you, this has been going on, I would imagine, for an hour and a half. I was in the shower, I heard the helicopters, I was doing some work. Finally, I left to go get a coffee. I said, fuck it, let me stop by and see what's going on here. But it's been going on for a long time, and you still have police cars responding with lights and sirens. I don't fucking get it. They have whoever it is contained. They're going to have this huge police presence out here for a while, but it is what it is. So yeah, let me go over here. Let me go over here and fuck with these reporters. I can't stand them. So anyway, apparently this person is holed up in there. There was another helicopter that was circling, and they left. And generally, when they leave like that, that means the incident is over. I'm wondering. I don't know. I have no idea what's going on. See this guy right here? He's a fucking asshole. With his big fucking nose. He's such a bootlicker. You land an Air 5 in the middle of goddamn Brea and you scramble somebody from SIB. He feels so important. He's so annoying. Yeah, this guy calls himself a reporter, right? But then he does like, I don't know, all types of like police charity work, police foundation fundraisers. Fuck him. What kind of reporter does that? You're not unbiased. You're a fucking bootlicker. But yeah, that's a guy who will show up at a police shooting. That's a guy when after Valentino Oriano um, up in Burlington, North Hollywood got shot. He was defending the cops so fucking much. So fuck him. Yeah, I'm not just film the police. I'm fuck these reporters too because they suck. Anyway, let's go over here. I'll be honest with you. I'll be honest with you. The way they're kind of strolling around, it makes me think this is over. But then they got to go ahead and just like rack up 2-3 hours of sitting around doing nothing. Because if this was still active, they would most likely have a helicopter here in case to look at, say, if the guy's on the balcony, to look through the windows, to see if he scrambles to the roof. Now, I imagine the hallways probably, that's funny on there, they went across the line and I guess they got in trouble. The funniest thing is watching these police lines. People cross back and forth across them all the time. Actually, I was on one there was a double murder on Hollywood, on Sunset Boulevard the other night. I was out there for like 45 minutes. And during that time, I easily saw 8 cars just drive through the police line, which is kind of funny. I think most of them were drunk, but see, this guy's packing up. Or is he packing up or is he putting his shit on? So yeah, I mean, not a whole lot to see here except for fucking a lot of resources around. So keep in mind, right? So you have these cars and they go around the block. They arrive from a million different angles. But then you have like 15 SWAT to park the helicopter. Yeah, the helicopter landed over on Lexington, right around the block from here, on La Brea and Lexington, just south of Lexington. To me, it was just they were like, we're gonna fucking flex, because that same helicopter circled for like 30 minutes, just circled and then landed. If you wanted to fucking land, why don't you just land? They're like, nah, we got to burn up another 30 minutes of gas. So they're all waiting for a press conference. I might stick around for the press conference just to ask some better questions than these assholes have to ask. Then we'll walk over here by the helicopter again, a different angle. So the fire truck's all packing up. Let's get out of the sun, because it is fucking hot out here. All things considered, it's not. In the grand scheme of things, it's not terribly hot for LA, but for this time of year, it's pretty warm. So yeah, there's that dumbass helicopter. Speaking of helicopters, what's going on, Tempe? Speaking of helicopters, the LAPD, I believe they have 18 helicopters? 18 or 19 helicopters. What the fuck do we need 18 or 19 helicopters? And I think they're trying to get 3 more. But here's the best part about it. The LAPD, they also have a fixed-wing airplane, right? So what the fuck do you need a fixed-wing airplane? Listen, I understand LA is kind of big, but it's not that fucking big that you need a fixed-wing airplane. That's just the LAPD flexing. But knowing how they are, they'll ask for another one soon. And then fucking city council will be like, sure, here. Public safety. Here's a fucking fixed wing airplane. As there's 45,000 people living on the street, 10,000 facing eviction because the rent moratorium. You know, these guys get an enormous amount of our money. And so, as far as the LAPD, you know, I live in Hollywood, so it's a LAPD's jurisdiction. They get 40 something, 45% of our discretionary funding goes to them. And I think they want another $100 million more. Now, here's the funny thing. You keep on hearing him holler about how crime is out of control. But right now in LA, in the city of LA, murders are down 26% since last year. Violent crime is down somewhere like, I can't remember what it was, 11.2% since last year. Violent crime is lower now. It's 2% lower now than it was in 2019 pre-COVID, which was essentially a historically safe year. So crime is down, but here's the funniest thing, right? The cops, the LAPD, they lost 300 cops since last year. So crime is down with less cops. They have 9,161 cops. They want to have 10,000. Nobody wants to join because why don't they want to join? They blame a million different reasons. There's a main reason is because a decade ago, the LAPD had a 76% approval rating, and now it's 30%. People don't want to join that shit organization. Chief Moore has a 20% approval rating. Now think about that. Villanueva, who got his ass whooped and got sent out of office, at least he got like 40%. Chief Moore got 20%. But all these fucking politicians are kissing his ass as he fucking keeps costing us millions upon millions in lawsuits. The guy's a fuck up. And he's just rewarded. Yeah, I got you. If you ever need help with the complaints, I'm always here. But anyway, I don't know what the fuck is going on. I wish they'd get on with it. I don't have a whole lot of patience for shit like this where it's just static and motherfuckers sitting around. You know, they got their little trophy helicopter out there in the middle of the fucking street. They just had to say, we're going to flex with a helicopter on La Brea. We're going to land that bitch. We're going to land it right there in La Brea. You couldn't go a few blocks up, literally 3 blocks up, there's a fucking high school football field. They could have went there and just fucking transported them over. But no, we got to show these people how fucking cool we are. We're going to land a helicopter. Now, granted, shooting is never good, right? I don't want anybody getting shot. But there's a proportional response you should have. I mean, all the LASD they had here, and they still ask for LAPD, and they still ask for. I didn't see that. My bad. I didn't see that question. I was ranting and wasn't looking at the questions. A complaint about a cop who failed to secure his rifle. When was that? That was with you, or was it something that happened with me? What's up, Brooklyn? What's up, America, Amy? They out here flexing with their gold helicopter. Motherfucker got rims on it and all that shit. I don't know why that helicopter crashed. All right, yeah. If it's in Mesa, I don't really know the rules there, but I'll figure them out. If you want to file, I'll find out about that shit. The exact protocols, and the guy failed to secure his rifle. That's a fucking shame if a fucking cop fails to secure their rifle. But it happens all the time. You know, the funniest thing is there's this one case in LA of this cop. He was cheating on his wife. He was over at his girlfriend's apartment. He left his gun in the car. Somebody broke into his car, stole his gun. He came out and got in a shootout. I think they both got shot, but he got shot with his own gun while cheating. Must have been hard to explain that shit to his wife. She knows though. She knows they're all cheat. So that's another thing. So you see how they came up here with the lights and sirens and shit. Why? Like why? Like having this extra cop here is so goddamn important. They had to come code 3 with lights and sirens, which you put the public at some risk.
Blocking so many blocks.
And we'll see what they're doing over here. See, these people are smart over here. They're in the shade.
Good Friday.
I mean, quite honestly, if it's just one person shot, there's a lot of press for one person shot. I mean, I've seen double and triple murders. It doesn't get this type of shit. They said, no, we don't need just one. We need 2 of these fucking Bearcats. So didn't the SWAT come with that? And so they had to have more come as a paramedic. Damn, they got a bulletproof paramedic? Okay. You know what these guys are really lacking resources, aren't they? They really are. They're lacking resources. So it's like SWAT can come from these vehicles. You have a paramedic one right here too. And then they come in a helicopter on top of it in like full tactical gear. Like literally. So they arrive from multiple different angles. I'm surprised they didn't rappel down some rope and shit. Well, maybe they'll parachute in next. I don't know. Here comes some more fire trucks because the ones around the block and all that aren't enough. I don't know. Um, Overtime. I can't speak on the LASD. I don't know as much about it, but keep in mind, as part of a deal with the city, the LAPD is guaranteed $70 million in overtime this year. They just told them straight out, we're going to give you a minimum. Now, wouldn't it be interesting if that fucking ladder truck goes up somewhere? I don't know. But anyway, they guaranteed $70 million in overtime. Why? Because they struck a deal with the city where they deferred a raise, and in doing so, they would get $70 million in overtime each year for 3 years. But then the city ended up giving the money anyway that they had agreed to forego or delay, gave it to them anyway, and then kept the overtime deal. And the cops get a shit ton of overtime. You come out of the academy making like 77,000 base. See you later, Amy. I will. You come out of the academy making like 77,000 base, but then you always get overtime, 20,000 first year. And a lot of times, cops will say that their shift ends at 1 in the morning. They like making dumb arrests at 12:30, so they can get a couple hours overtime while they book the guy. And booking means doing nothing a whole lot of time, just sitting around joking with people at the station. And then after a few hours, say, okay, let me get on with finishing this up. They play us. I don't know. The amount of press here is disproportionate.
Oh, okay. So yeah.
I don't know how much longer I'm going to stay here for this shit, to be honest with you. It's sort of pointless because I'm just looking at parked cars. I could be doing some other shit. Well, so see that guy over there in the long sleeve shirt, that cop right there, long sleeve shirt. He's wearing that shit because he's got tattoos and he's trying to cover them up. Well, because he has to cover them up. It looks like some SWAT is leaving. I'm gonna walk around this side real quick, over by the helicopter. Let's go over by the helicopter. I got this tape here, but that person's walking up there. I'll walk up there too. Uh, I know I can do it. I can walk through the parking lot. You got Telemundo here, ABC, you got everybody here. You know why they're here? Because a helicopter landed in the street. People get shot all the time, but when you have a helicopter land like this, it deflects. I wonder how much this helicopter costs, because it's really, I'm going to tell you, it's kind of big. Look at them. They're all on TikTok. Look at that. The threat is so serious that they're sitting on TikTok. This is what they get paid to do. Yeah, now this guy, but those two stepped away. This guy's like, I'm going to stay on TikTok. Oh, there you go. Oh, they're bringing. I'd like to know what the hell they're doing here. Now I'm curious. Are they going to bring the ladder up there? That was a pretty good U-turn. I'm not going to lie. He nailed it. I don't understand the point of this. Is the threat over or not? Maybe they came over here just in the U-turn to leave. I mean, because I would think the only reason they brought them here is there's somebody on the third floor or something, and they had to go up there and get them out. But they would, I think they, if there was somebody who was shot who was need to be extracted that way, they'd be acting with a little bit more urgency than this. Anyway, let's go look at this dumbass helicopter. Look, she's sniffing. Don't talk to them, lady. All right, those fools seem to be off their phone now. Man, they just letting anybody walk through. I guess I could walk through if I want, right? Anyway, this threat seems to be over. So they're going to sit around, just milk it for the next couple of hours. And then they're going to take off in their gold-plated helicopter over here. They just had to flex this in the middle of La Brea. This was necessary. They had SWAT around the corner, but like, you know what, we got to come in this way too. And that's why all the press is here. Like literally everybody is here because of this dumbass helicopter. For one person shot. And then, over there, see that? We're on a border of Hollywood and West Hollywood, but they have Beverly Hills cops here too. Beverly Hills cops. The fuck do you have Beverly Hills cops here? You have Beverly Hills, you have LAPD, you have the Sheriff's Department for a single person shot. Again, shootings aren't good. There's a shooting, I expect police are gonna come. But what the fuck is this? And I guarantee they're gonna be here. You know, the funniest thing is gonna be when this helicopter takes off, you're gonna have a whole scrum of journalists over here or photographers elbowing each other trying to get in position. It's gonna be out of control. There might be a fight. Hey, there's that rookie. I forgot your name. I was gonna look your shit up. I don't really like you because he was hanging out with a fucking cop, dumbass Nelson, who falsely arrested me one time. This rookie right here, he told me to take a walk. Imagine this little fucking twerp right here telling me to take a walk. So yeah, I forgot. I'm gonna have to look up all your shit. I forgot all about you, little guy. I forgot all about you. I'm gonna fucking. You're about to be introduced to the fucking cop watching. And this guy over here, I've embarrassed his dumb ass so many times. He's such a goofball. Yeah, go around that side of the car. Get out of my line of view. Look at him. He's so goofy. They have some of the goofiest looking cops. I didn't know that's interesting information. Now here's the funniest thing, right? So this is LAPD right here, but this is a sheriff's department incident. So it's the West Hollywood sheriffs here. The city of West Hollywood pays the sheriff's department $300,000 per deputy to patrol West Hollywood. And last year, the city council reduced um, the number of sheriffs in West Hollywood by 4 and replaced them with 20 unarmed security ambassadors, the dudes on bike. And these motherfuckers were hollering. Fucking, you had the LAPD police union boss not minding his business at all and on Fox News complaining about it, even though this is a sheriff's department issue. They're like, we can't afford to lose 4 cops from the street. It's going to hurt public safety. But here's the thing, right? And I've been documenting this a lot lately. The sheriff's department over in West Hollywood, those motherfuckers leave West Hollywood because there's nothing to do, and they come over to Hollywood and ticket and arrest people in Hollywood to pad their stats, to make it seem like crime is bad. So I'm going to actually work on CPRing that data and finding out exactly what the locations of their citations and arrests. Because again, they're padding their stats by leaving West Hollywood and coming over to the city of LA to make citations and arrests, just to pad their stats, just to keep their jobs. Because the city of West Hollywood has been talking about getting rid of the sheriff's department altogether and creating their own police force because they know they've been getting milked. Like they've actually shown data that shows that they lie. The sheriff's department lies to the city of West Hollywood and inflates their costs to increase the amount of money they get. So anyway, like I said, most of the time they're not even in West Hollywood. They're over in Hollywood, outside their outside the city limits, doing their work. It's everything about policing in LA, both in the city and in the county level. It's just one big fucking grift for the cops. Actually, you know what? I don't mind the security ambassadors because they're just unarmed dudes on bikes, and when somebody calls and says, "Hey, this homeless person is harassing me" or something like that, instead of sending the cops there, they just come there on the bikes, and they have relationships with these people, and they know how to calm them down. But yeah, this is what the grift looks like. They're just gonna sit around. This shit is gonna be here. They're gonna be here for Hours. What is it? 12:42 right now. They've been here since, oh man, 9 o'clock. And so they're just gonna sit around for fucking hours. Now I'm curious. I'm walking back over to see if the press conference is going on. The press conference is going on. I'm gonna focus more on reporters asking dumbass questions. You know, I've been on scenes, right? And you know you can only ask a few questions of the witnesses before, they're done talking. And instead of asking how many shots did you hear, how many, they're like, well, how did you feel? How is this going to affect your vacation? Shut up. Shut the fuck up. You guys ask the stupidest questions. So yeah, I mean, if I go over to this press conference, I'm just literally going over there to fuck with them. Man, I gotta tell you, I have so much video of the press. You know what? I have a lot of video. Usually, I get to these press conferences, especially in LAPD headquarters. You get to the press conference, and before it even starts, the press is sitting around, joking around with the cops, putting their arms around them, elbow bumping. To me, that's highly unprofessional. You want to go fucking hang out and all that shit, do that shit after work. You go on a job, be a fucking professional, and separate yourself from the cops. Otherwise, you just look biased as fuck. You know what? Realizing this phone is dying, I might have to switch phones. So I might have to switch keys in a few. And I'm gonna tell you, man, you have never seen more people with caked up ass makeup on, both men and women, than these reporters. They do themselves up. Why? Because they think they're the fucking stars. Rather than just reporting it and make it about themselves, caught up in themselves. All right, still no press conference yet. See, the lady in the Eagles hat, she's cool as fuck. I like her. Not gonna lie. Her, she's cool. The rest of them can kiss my ass. Look, they're bringing some more cops in. We need more cops here. More. Get more in here. So then this is a supervisor, this is an ambulance supervisor. So you have multiple ambulances, and you have the ambulance supervisor who gets their own truck. And then there's something going on over here with this fire. So he's bringing more resources, guys. What we need is this entire street right here to be fully packed with vehicles for a person shot. This guy's walking around with his fucking military gear on. For one person shot, come on now. That maybe that report is. I expect to see this shit when there's like 7 people shot and multiple shooters. And to me, the way they're standing around, whoever was shooting has either been arrested or dead. This guy, look at this little guy right here. He loves putting that shit on. He loves it. I mean, he loves it. He's been thinking about wearing that since he was a little kid, which was not so long ago. And he loves wearing that shit. He feels so fucking cool. He's walking around. I feel so fucking cool. I just want him to come over here. I just want to tell him personally. I don't want to scream at him. I just want to tell him how fucking good there he is. You look so goofy. I know you like flexing like that, but you look so goofy.
So, did they kill the guy or what? Or did he kill himself?
I don't know.
One of the two, because he ain't walking out of there breathing.
I think he's not alive either. But that's not gonna stop. I gotta go check out little guy over here.
He shot a wall. It hit somebody. They didn't bring the body up, did they?
I know it's been,
They caught this morning.
and it's obvious.
Oh, look at TV crew.
It's obvious that it's nothing else going on.
No, they got him. Yeah.
Because the helicopters aren't circling anymore. They left an hour ago, hour and a half ago. The way they're standing around, they got him. So now it's just fucking milk it for the next.
Oh, gee! You take him out? You gotta be kidding. What are they waiting for? You got SWAT, special weapons and tactics. That's what they're waiting on. They're trying to make it. So they gotta be careful because it's like a maze and they don't know. Yeah. As far as I know, I think it's barricaded in there. He's barricaded. They're trying to figure out if he's actually in there still. It's like, oh, they don't know if he's actually in there. Yeah, no. Find everyone in there. They're going to probably have to go through every apartment building and find out if that is the actual. They have a section of it, the page right now. Right.
Is it on this side right here? Is it on this side? Wasn't there? There was a call here about a month or two ago for a guy with a gun on the balcony. You remember that?
Oh, look, they're trapped upstairs. They're getting ready to jump. Tell them, don't jump, don't jump. It's okay.
So yeah, like I was saying, there was a guy over here who was on the balcony a month ago. He was like right over there and supposedly had a gun. Mental illness. This guy over here is now saying that the guy shot through his wall and hit somebody. So it might have been accidental. So, and they don't even know if he's in the apartment anymore. And for all you know, he might have just, that bullet that went through the wall might have been him killing himself or something. But yeah, we're going to have all this. There's quite the number of resources out here for a single shot. For a single fucking shot. A single shot? Or no, I'm sorry. You know what? If they said that she was shot twice, so it's hard to believe that that's, I don't know. These reports, just one thing I say is, everything you hear initially, that shit is almost always fucking wrong. Especially when people say, I saw it, I was right there, I saw everything. They always get it fucking totally wrong. You'll hear 20 different stories out here about what happens, even from the cops. These guys are just hanging out front. I don't know, this shit is kind of testing my patience. Because I'm just literally just filming fucking cars. I'm filming waste. You know, so it's been going on now. Honestly, 5 hours almost 5. We're almost on our 5th hour. So they heard gunshots at fucking 8 o'clock in the morning. And we've reached this point in multiple different teams. Maybe and they talk about they're waiting for the SWAT. How many fucking SWAT teams do you need? What do they need? What else is fucking needed? I'm telling you, they're gonna parachute off onto the roof or something. Rappel down the side. I don't know, man. Let's see. Let me check my phone and see how much. I'm gonna have to switch over to my other phone in a minute. See what more info I can get from. I want to find that little guy. I want to make fun of him. He wears that outfit at home too. He puts that whole getup on, his little military getup on, stands in front of the mirror for hours. Working on like a fast draw or something. So fucking goofy. I guess I'll walk through. Well, I'll walk over here. little different angle. For a one-person shot. For one-person shot. For one-person shot, all this. And that dumbass helicopter on the other side. Remember this when they say they don't have enough resources. We need more. Because you know what? 2 more cop cars on this scene would make a difference, right? They'd have a real effect. We need more. When was the last time that helicopter was needed? Seriously, how often do they have to? So you have a whole team that works with that helicopter. How often is it used? Once every fucking a month? And for stuff like this, they were just trying to make use of it because they haven't used it in 2 months. Now, thankfully, I live a few blocks away, but thankfully I don't live in this building. I'd be so pissed off right now. All the photographers out here. Not sure what they're taking pictures of. It's taking pictures of police cars. Let's go over here by her. That's so she's alright. Nice enough lady.
Yeah, I didn't want
This bootlicker. He knows I don't like him either. Every time I see him, he starts fucking running because I told his dumb ass off. And he's one of those guys who's just so fucking talkative, and he thinks that he's so cool, and he doesn't realize nobody gives a shit what he has to say. He's so annoying. He's a professional on everything. Man. He knows everything. He knows everything. The biggest fucking know-it-all. He's since 1950, this and that. I remember he started telling me I was going to whoop his ass one day. And he told me I grew up on 80th Street. What the fuck does that mean for me? That don't mean shit to me. 80th Street back in 1950? What the fuck? I don't give a shit. What, you're in a fucking gang or something? What kind of flex is that? That big fucking nose. Right, I'm gonna walk over here again. Everybody's walking down the street. I'm gonna do it too. I don't give a fuck. Me, they'll arrest me for this shit though. I don't care. Cross the police line. So yeah, this is what police work is like. Literally sitting around. Now I want to walk. This is what the heroes do. This is what they do. This is literally police work. Of course, you got to have the gas running. When it's $5 a gallon, you got to have the gas running. I hear more sirens. They're gonna bring more fucking sirens. They're gonna bring more shit. They're gonna stack this whole block up. If those sirens are coming here, I'm gonna lose my mind. See, everybody else is walking through, but when I do it, watch.